Last Week was Friday is a podcast launch where four dudes talk about their career stories and how they're going into it, business, tech, entrepreneurship. Warning, this podcast contains explicit language and anything said or done here is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Please kindly do not take it personally. It's all for good fun and it's all jokes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Last Week was Friday. Last week was not Friday, but thank you. So to go around the room as usual and then give you introduction. Like, first of all, if you really like the episode we did last week, let me know. It was an impromptu thing. It was not impromptu because it took us a week to get that done, but it was nice. We got some feedback and
we're now on YouTube, so I mean,
exactly.
Easy to comment now, so that is the best. Yes, I think I'll start sharing YouTube link to everyone because it's easy to comment and most people are more convenient.
Okay. Yeah. So on YouTube, you can go there, and you also on Spotify too. But anyway, moving forward, welcome to Last Week was Friday. On today's episode, we have a guest. We have a guest, usually different people. So we have a guest today. Let's go around first. You know me, Supreme Leader, Whatspodcasting. I'm Drones. I also have, your favorite analyst, the one and only, the Malam himself, Musa Obed. Musa, say hi for the grams. Say hi for the grams.
Say hi for the grams. Say hi for the grams.
Soft, that's Musa Obed. We have one and only CMO, the backend dev himself, the one that bends all the backends and all the things, Shall I go say hi for the grams?
Hi for the grams. I'm a different man now. Shelter man.
Yeah, he's a different man. He's a shelter man now. He's trying to get rich off shelter. The next person on the list is we have the one and only. Oh yeah, everybody's one and only. The wisest man from the east, the Kekere Lion himself. Kekere, say hi for the grams. Say hi for the grams.
Hello world.
Yes, that's his hi for the grams. And then we have the guest on the show, the one and only himself, CJ. King CJ. Say hi for the ground, CJ.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. That's his hi for the grams. Good. So to get started on today's topic, let me give you guys headlines. There is no headlines, right? So what I had prepared for today's What I had prepared for today, Shego said we should talk about it yet. Meaning, in the future episodes, we will talk about that. But the second thing on the list here right now is one of the topics that we didn't get to finish on an older episode, and we want to just go back and finalize that topic. So, bear with me as I make this up on the spot. I am going to delete the last episode. Okay. Musa, do you have any data points? Because I'm looking for where I stored that and I can't find it right now on my notes.
Don't have any data points. What do you mean?
Sorry. You know what? You know how we're going to start today's episode? We're going to start with our week.
As data.
No. Let's start from our week. Let's start from our week. Yeah, let's start from our week. Fuck me. Sorry. Don't fuck me. Sorry. Let's start from our week. Let's go around. CJ, welcome to the show. CJ, introduce yourself properly because I think our listeners don't know you. So let's start from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a humble guy. My name is Joshua Utom Chikadibia. So he's a muscular fucking nigga. I'm a humble guy. Okay. I was muscular before. Now I'm a slim, humble man.
What happened? Sapa BMSC?
No, not Sapa.
COVID-19.
School. The school that did it too. I started to read book.
I go, CJ. Don't worry. If it's HIV, we are your friends.
I beg you. Of all diseases in the world, I don't choose that one to have. So.
Okay, go on. Before I ask my questions, go on.
My name is Joshua. Yeah, I'm a graduate architect. Yeah, I'm an architect by profession, but not a full-fledged architect. Graduate architect. Then, apart from that, that is my life is boring.
My name is Paul. You said not by profession, so like, what profession are you then pursuing?
We're still on that road.
Okay.
Okay. That's all. So interesting things happened this week.
Are you pursuing profession? You're pursuing woman.
Woman matter.
Na collabo.
No be collabo. The thing is that if you are doing architecture here in Nigeria, you can't really call yourself an architect when you just finish university. I think plenty of people don't know that. As when you leave the university, you have to do your masters, and after your masters, you now become a graduate architect, which you have to do like another 2 years of tutelage under a licensed architect. Then the third year, you write your professional exam. If you should pass, then you become an architect.
You don't turn doctorate with that now. I mean, you don't turn medical doctor with that.
Yeah, that is actually the process of it. So when you leave school, you're not really an architect, you're just a graduate architect. And you're a graduate architect after you finish your masters and you graduate, then you're a graduate architect.
But you don't do your masters now.
Yeah, so now I'm a graduate architect, so I'm not an architect.
Congrats. I never know you did masters. Wow.
It's one of those route to, I don't know what to call it, route to freedom or something like that.
Dimitri, don't worry, we understand.
Yeah,
you have 2 years now.
I have 2 years before I can write my professional exams.
Crazy.
That was actually crazy.
All of us BSc boys. That's.
It's true. I forgot to mention. Prince is a master in statistics. Yeah, I forgot to mention. Sorry.
Cool. Oh my god.
That is not easy.
He's not a master in statistics. Every single week, Ego messes this thing up.
Yeah, and every single week you correct me. Isn't that fun? You know, you did the same thing over.
Bro, I didn't want to insult you. You show something else on you.
Why? I am holding knife at this point, just so you know. So continue speaking. Yeah, CJ. First of all, let's start from here because we are starting with our week. We are not starting with like regular where we have like headlines and then we go through the headlines. So we start from the week. Now you are the guest here, so we're just going to put you on some P because we at least people listening already know us to a level, right? Before we get into like discussions or stuff. Now for you, CJ, right? Like listening to this podcast yourself, why did you feel like okay, this podcast in a way resonates with you?
Resonates. All those are big grammars. Okay.
The question deep.
It's deep. I just enjoy listening to things that brings out good information. Should I just say that? Yeah. Anything that is like you get anything that I can listen and I'll learn something. Yeah. That's what I tune into.
What was your favorite episode so far?
It will sound somehow.
Yeah.
So my favorite episode should be the one with Uzo. I think that would.
Oh, okay.
You really did sound somehow.
That's why I say it's going to sound somehow. But you know,
sometimes you give disclaimer and it works. Some other times you drop disclaimer and it's like Ego saying disclaimer courses and then talking about that race. This is exactly what just happened.
CJ, that's my podcast.
Oh.
We used to be on the Musa Obed podcast before.
That's true. Like, so he's correct. Yeah. He's technically correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
this shows how far back he is, by the
way. Yes, he's far. He's really far.
Is that far? Is that really far back?
Don't do.
We don't move.
Don't move.
He's like
boys. Boys on.
To me, I think the latest one that I listened to was about Isaac. I've forgotten his surname.
Yeah, Isaac Aminu.
This guy they follow my podcast. I feel so happy.
Get the fuck out. I feel so happy. Yeah.
I think. Yeah. But I think I think I know where the confusion is. You don't worry. maybe you can beep this one out. You guys own is the one about statistics of things happening in the country and everything, right?
Exactly. That's where you are right
Then
now.
Musa zone is about like
Nice interviews.
yeah, okay. I think I merged the two of them together.
Yeah, we used to be on that channel before we graduated, collected freedom, and we have our own P.
Okay. I collected freedom.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. It's good. But mainly, I don't know. Right now, I like listening to like news. To me now it's interesting. Before it was not interesting, but I don't know.
Nigerian
Those
is interesting.
guys-
CJ, what's
Yeah.
happening in life?
No, honestly, it's interesting. When you see the kind of games that are using human lives to play. I mean, at a point, it's funny.
Mhm. Okay. So we'll come back to asking you more questions. We are going around, Sha. So how was you guys' week? How was your week? You can start, CJ, if you want to. How was your week, Musa, Shego? How was you guys' week? Who's going first?
As a guest, let me just say something.
Oh yeah, go on.
My week are normally boring. I will not lie.
What happens?
In the morning,
Yeah.
9 to 5. So in the
Where do you
morning,
work?
I work in a firm. Hajira Consults,
Okay.
Turkey Limited. It's an architectural.
CMO laugh is not an innocent laugh.
Russia is a firm,
I'm guessing this is an Aki firm.
Yeah, it has to be. I want to get my license as soon as possible. So it has to be.
Hajara is doing
So what
well for
happened?
herself.
Does
Let's just
Hajara pay you well?
You know the story of Nigeria now.
It's okay.
CJ, so this your whole week. What is one thing that happened that you felt like this is interesting, or that you can remember at least one major thing?
It will be yesterday
What happened
when I was watching the news. That is the thing. So I think in Nigeria now, we have an inflation problem now,
Yes.
which
That's a good place
they
to
are the
start
top
from.
cost. Yeah. So the people at the top, the cost and inflation. Let's say let me just use it like a tabular form. There's the rich people, there's the people that serve the rich people, and there's the people that are serving the rich people that is serving the rich people, and there's now the poor people that are serving the rich people. So the rich people in Nigeria, they have cost and inflation. And now the poor people are helping them to continue inflating the price of things in the country. Now the rich people want to regulate what the poor people are selling so that there will not be an inflation. So I think it's FCCPC, right? They are trying to regulate prices in the market. So they were saying that each market in Nigeria have like an association. So there's yam association, there's tomato association, and all
fuck.
that. So
So
those
they're
guys
trying
are
to
now,
bring down the price of stuff.
yeah, by regulating what people are producing in the farm. So they're not trying to regulate the price of yam because they're saying that those associations, that is them that is determining the price you buy yam at the market, and it's them that's also causing the scarcity of food in the market. So it's interesting. And I was asking my dad about it. He was like, it's not going to work. That the association of all these markets has been there since River Niger. And they have tried to do this price control thing before in the past during the early 90s, and it did not work. That the only thing that will happen is that people start hiding food because food will become like a contraband. So people start hiding it, so they'll start selling the food to people that they know that will not report them to any government authority. So that is, I think that is the most interesting thing that happened to me this week. Apart from that, I work from Monday to Friday.
Yeah, in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Oh, soft boy, big boy. Prince, how was your week? I know Prince has a lot that happened this week. How was your week, Prince? just give us preamble. We'll get into the nitty-gritty after.
Maybe to just finish up now. My week. So listening to last week's episode today, I'll just continue from where that my this thing stopped because I didn't make the useful episode. So I said that I was planning to like catch up on my mathematics because I've not really done math in over a year. Yes, in America, their math is dog shit, so you have to up your level to global standard. Anyway, so what I did was that a topic that I've been really interested in for the past 4 years, but the material are not is simply because how will I explain this? Anomaly detection. If you know a good model, or create a good model or algorithm to detect anomalies, your first course of action is not publishing a paper about it or telling everybody about it. The goal is to cash out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand.
Found inconsistencies in markets, cash out, my nigga. And I'm sure that there are a lot of things that are in sit out there. They are making good money and telling your girlfriends instead of publishing paper. And I don't blame them. I'll do the same. So the materials online are sad because it goes from basic to nothing. You don't find anything intermediate to advanced because nobody wants to tell you what is working. The ones that are talked about, there's nothing available again because when the whole market knows, there's no more inconsistency because of. I can go deep on this another dish, but looking for those kind of materials for 4 years, I've not really found anything that is useful. But this week that I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to put gas on it, like joke. Told me I'm not proud to say I was able to get 2 Obonge textbooks, and I finished them within 4 days. The first one I finished it in 1 day. And then the second one took me about 3 days because I've been moving location, see how to travel back to Nigeria, staying with him, going out with him. Something happened, all these things. So the thing delayed me. So last night by 3 a.m. I finished the second one. And that is why I am now a anomaly detection guru. Let's clap for Jesus. This paper has been taking some time, but it was finally published beginning of this week. This paper has taken months, and this might be the best paper I have.
What's it about?
The name of the paper is Blockchain-Based System for Secure and Efficient Cross-Border Remittances, a Potential Alternative to SWIFT.
Guy, why the whole
alternative to SWIFT?
Yes.
What is it, please? Tell me.
If you're interested, the link will be in the
link. Go. Tell me what you found.
Bro, the paper is 200 pages, bro.
Hey, you wrote it now. Like, break it down now. Like,
published it for free because we're trying to help you once. One thing I will say.
No, you're not trying to help people. You're trying to get your green card. Stop bullshitting people.
Man, paper. I think people do shorter paper or no paper and get green card. This one was major, bro. Like this paper, but like based on how they do other things in my life right now. When time day, me and my guy we go start the go around the presenter for conferences. This paper supposed to win me some kind of prizes, like no cap. The more you
guy, go to fintechs. Go to the guys that are trying to go to fintechs and present this thing to them and get a job as a director or something. Which one is which concern price? The price are how much do they give you? 5K, 5K, 10K. Go and get where they'll be giving 150K per year.
150K per year na beans now. I'm saying getting job as director is not the cocoa. The cocoa is changing what is being used. Like, yes, there's people that are CEOs of JP Morgan. But
that's what I'm saying now. It's not within a system and a company that you can be able to effect that.
Yeah, what you are saying is that I should be in a C-level position of a company that does that. What me I'm saying is that I want to create an alternative to what they use. It's just like now, there always been terminals that all these investment banks use for all these analysts use. Then somebody said that one day, I was like, let me create a terminal that has fundamental analysis and news and everything. And Bloomberg was born. Now that way is a billionaire. C-level, no, they turn billionaire. So what I'm thinking about is that with the more of these things that we're able to crack by God's grace, the cocoa now is how can we create something that every time you do something, it will make life easier for the masses and will make cash on everybody.
Okay, so now this your paper is free, right? So anybody can read it.
Yeah.
Then tell us
So
about it.
where's the link? Send the link first.
The paper is on the group. I'll send it again. The paper is to increase
Okay.
credibility.
Okay.
Anyways, my question for you is: so what did you find? What is this alternative? Just in one sentence.
That's what I'm asking. Like, what did you?
The alternative is
what's
to
happening?
use blockchain-based systems.
That's freaking broad, my guy.
Sha, the topic sounds interesting. Me, I would like to read it. This kind of thing. Because I think I've published like 3 journals, but they were
Are you
not
serious?
something else. Yeah.
What were they about?
Yeah, it was about is Aki stuff. I don't want to bore you people.
Well,
Boss, okay.
like,
Bro me, Jesus Christ.
Thank
The
you.
first one was about
Jesus Christ is architect.
Okay, true, sure. That's what I hear.
Okay.
But
Musa, you want to hear details,吧? Okay.
Yes.
What do you say?
This is blockchain is replacing blockchain-based systems, and you want the details. Let me just say some details that are in the system because a lot of things involved in the system. We're trying to incorporate proof of stake consensus with BLS signatures, smart contract execution and dynamic pricing, and a decentralized Oracle network for currency conversion.
Okay, so like tell me the system of the Swift currently and how your own system improves on the Swift, like for like band for band. What are you changing the Swift, and what is yours bringing in?
Okay. It has high transaction cost.
Because it's monopolist, yes.
Please, vulnerability pod.
What?
What pod? You know what blockchain does now?
Yes.
That times.
Guy, I can't hear you. I don't know if it's turning me.
The Swift is slow settlement times. As we beat that, everything's already tested in the paper. High transaction costs beats that. Vulnerability to fraud beats that. Those are the main 3 things.
What do you mean by beat that? Like, so Prince, let me give you an example to use, right? Because I'm having the same questions Musa is having. It's like, now, Swift does this, just do that. Swift works this way, right? Now you are proposing that this is where the blockchain comes in and how it would work based on your proposal. Just use that example to explain it.
Imagine we're 4-year-old idiots because we most likely are to explain.
That's the thing.
me, I'll not lie. I think if we are like 4-year-old idiots, I think there's no need for him to explain it because the understanding.
Okay. Let me try. So the transaction cost, the reason why there's high transaction cost is because of their intermediaries. So obviously every middleman increase price. Everybody understands that. If buy and sell car before the customer carry the car will be 10 times more expensive possible. Exactly. So we're eliminating that with blockchain-based system. Then
so what is the middleman in Swift system?
These guys say we should do for this thing. Now we are doing this thing. Oh boy, later I have a special episode breaking down the paper back.
Okay, we'll have a special episode breaking down it.
Beginning of the finally published beginning of the week. I'm very proud of it. What else happened this week?
We'll do a special episode. You just promised it now. You will do a special episode. That whole episode will just be you explaining all of this paper.
Voila. When I have free time. Then what else? Yeah, tomorrow is a Caribbean festival or something. I just heard about it today, so I might go. I might go. I heard it gets dangerous, but I am dangerous.
I think there are going to be Latino beaches. Latina beaches, Latina.
Well, I'm in New York, so there's everybody everywhere. Everybody's everywhere. So what do you call it? What?
I thought they were like a HIV and AIDS something between those. I'm not seeing anything about, I used to hear it, so I'm just saying.
Jacob is not the first person to say something like this.
I don't
Of all
know.
things to
I
fear
don't
is,
know
I
if this
think,
is CJ the moralist, CJ the Christian. I don't know what aspect.
I
of
don't even know what's happening. It's like meeting someone from Akwa Ibom and then generalizing and saying that there's HIV and AIDS stuff in Nigeria.
Well,
if something moves like a snake, is a snake. Oh, you don't need to go and
Yeah, but the rate of HIV in Akwa Ibom alone might be worse than Europe.
So if I take you to Akwa Ibom now and I bring a random girl to you and she opens her leg, you enter. Because the probability, you're the
I can't stand
mathematician.
by.
The probability of her having HIV is quite high.
My brother, I went to my camp in Akwa Ibom, and one nigga inside my room. This guy literally came HIV testing kits.
Are you
Shit.
serious?
Damn, this guy's
Guys, bad,
ready.
though.
This guy is ready but protected. Very wise,
Bro, nigga came prepared.
man. I don't care how far you are. You go test.
No, because if a state is known for something, it's better just to be safe.
Guy, it is so bad. My guys went to the clinic for something. He said the number of beautiful girls that he saw that look healthy, normal, coming for their HIV checkup and like that have HIV that are coming for this and everything. They're trying to give us the reports. This is minus the statistics data that I already knew. The eye test reports, within these people see. The guy will bring testing, obviously, person will go agree test now. This guy will use sense, use style, break their finger, I be collect more blood. Mistake also.
Prince, how feasible is this?
How feasible is it? I don't know. Buy your own kit and go.
No, like guy, how feasible is it for you to test all the people there now? Like his blood.
Like,
No, it's not really check everybody.
It's not the people you want to knock. I don't understand.
I go they boss my head, guy.
Everybody start
I go
testing.
say how feasible is this?
No, like you think about in the hospital now. It's like you're saying the guy was testing people.
They went to a ward in hospital and people that were there were HIV patients that came for checkup and all these things.
Yeah.
And all those people, they look healthy going. They look like proper people in society.
But they're human beings, regardless of what you say. They're human beings.
They're human beings, but like I'm trying to say that they don't look sick.
The way you say proper people.
But technically, HIV is not categorically. Before it was a very deadly disease, but now like you can choose survive.
It's for life, bro. It's for life.
Do you want to have this? It's less deadly now.
What? It's less deadly because there's medication and treatment for it now.
All I'm saying is that
nobody wants to have it.
Even if cough and catarrh is not as deadly, why do I want cough and catarrh?
There's no cure. There's no cure. Medicine. There's no cure. So what's the
drugs? Do you know how much the drugs are?
The problem with HIV is the fact that your partner has to know you have HIV and she will still agree to marry you. You guys understand? What's the difference?
Exactly. That's another thing. Like
not only penetration. There's not like true STD, like true sexual. Like you can have HIV through just transfusion of wrong blood. Like there are many ways you can get HIV.
I know.
I think I was having this conversation with somebody. It's just like when you're in church and somebody comes to the altar and wants to give like a testimony and they say, I was HIV positive, now I'm HIV negative. Where would the whole church people's mind go to?
No, that is people. But all I'm saying is that if whether it was through blood transmission or anything, the number one point of HIV, yes, it can be healed and is education, is the fact that when you're looking for a wife, you have to come clean and tell her before you get married that auntie, I have HIV. That might cancel your marriage, whether it was through bad clip or anything, because human beings are different. That might be the number one problem with HIV. You feel me?
She may not even go on with that relationship. That's the end. Marriage don't finish.
It's a higher chance of running. Now, with Utom's example, I understand, but I've been in a house with HIV that were cured by God's grace. With, I think, two family friends. So I don't really know where the connection comes from. But yeah, I know the normal, like the normal people.
They were cured. Yeah, like HIV can be cured now.
They were literally cured by blood of Jehovah. Well, yeah. So even before they were God safe, I knew they had HIV.
The way egg up looked.
Yes, there's nothing. You will not even notice any difference. I think they even have better health than people.
No, the thing is that what I was saying is that when somebody says that they are like a HIV patient, but the first thing that comes to your mind is sexual
Yes,
intercourse.
now
It's not
that's the
needle or
first thing
clipper
now.
or anything.
It's not
It's the
mistake.
first thing. Because if it was true needle or something that was the highest rate of how you can contact it, when people climb on the altar, you know how people that climb on the altar to like give a testimony, and they like to
Before you climb on the altar, you have to climb something else.
yeah, as I was saying. So you know how they'll like tell the story of what happened, how they fought in the dream, how they this one, how
Yeah.
they conquered
Fuck
before.
the dream, yeah.
No, they'll tell the whole story of exactly what is going on. I'm not saying like a normal church testimony, but when it's like HIV positive to negative, the person is straight to the point. I came here to thank God because I'm HIV negative, HIV, no story, no backstory, nothing. I got it. Now I don't have it. Calm down. But if it's like there's a witch in my village, and by the blood of Jesus, she's dead, they'll tell you how the witch started disturbing them 10 years ago and give you the background story till when the witch left them. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. It's like it's HIV, so everybody's kind of hiding it. You know, it's like you carry belly. Everybody go to hide out. Like,
Can we move on? This is such a long conversation on HIV. Like,
Musa, how was your week? Let's move into that.
my week was good. Very busy. Started working in a new place. So
congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah. That's all. I also dropped my admission. I was supposed to go start a business school on Monday, tomorrow. Like my classmate, I played football with one of my classmates yesterday and was like, "Guy, you're not coming." Like 3 of my guys are like, "Guy, what do you mean you're not coming?" I'm like, see the masters I want to do to get job. They don't give me the job already. Why I go can't do the master?
So you dropped your master stuff actually, like officially?
I dropped it. Like I dropped not defend, no cancel. I'm not. If I want to do it again, I have to apply and start afresh. Like I was literally supposed to start tomorrow, but here we are.
How much have you lost? How much did you lose while dropping it?
What do you mean?
I think it means like the
amount of money have you lost?
Commitment fee.
You like form and everything.
Well, I mean, they say they're going to refund me.
Okay.
Wow.
In Nigeria here, everything you give school is not refundable.
You don't go now. You go bring that money, come, we'll use and do investments. I get business idea.
This guy, like, don't even start. Let the world know. There was a time I wanted to invest in Egop's business. Egop rejected and said we are not selling out shares. I was ready to bring money. He said,
currently, at the time,
not okay.
at the time, we didn't.
You know what money. They say? Where are not finding when you are finding something, you don't find it.
We're raising money right now.
Sorry, I'm not looking to invest.
CJ, we're raising money, right?
Okay.
You're raising money right now. We're raising money right now. This is go publicly, so I'm not allowed to say how much in total. But we're hoping it is in above. Yeah, it's above some certain figures.
See the amount, let people know, so that your investor can know how much you need. You're saying you're not going to say anything.
Okay. So that will not scare them.
Yeah. So we're looking to raise we're looking for investors, people who want to drop money. And
how much?
So right now we're looking to raise around for the first round of investments. Yeah. So we're looking to raise around. So we have
what is your company valued at, or what is the business idea valued at?
So right now, I can't give a certain amount of how much we are valued at, but you can say we are looking towards millions in dollars, right? And that's how much in multiple millions in dollars. Yeah. So anything above. Why you didn't laugh? Was like, God, fuck this boy. CJ, I like
32
it.
million.
No, I like the question you're asking me, to be honest. Because yesterday night I was awake trying to solve this particular problem, trying to answer all these questions. And truth to
But
God,
I can actually help you out too. I'm good with all these businessy stuff because for you to ask for first thing the investor asks you for is that how much do you think your company or your
business is
business
valued at.
idea is valued at? Now, based on what I watched and read, that's like a trick
It's a
question.
trick question. So if I
Because
call
they
any
want to
amount now, that will be the
what's
valuation of
the
my
answer?
company.
If you now call, let's say if you say that you feel like your company is worth at 1 billion, what makes you think that your company is worth at 1 billion? What have you sold in a year and part of the revenue and the profit and everything? How much have you lost? How much is the product? You know, there are plenty of things you ask before.
So I can say the reason why I believe the company is valued at, and if you put in your money based on the amount of money you put, you should be expecting 10x to 6x about your money within a 5-year period. Now, the reason I'm saying 5-year period because most companies within this range are potentially going to sell to bigger ones. So there's an exit plan already, right? And aside of the exit plan, there is a huge bulk of budgets amount of money allocated for businesses in this space, meaning there's ad revenue that can go around. First of all, generally the amount of money being spent in Africa in terms of ads is increasing because generally the amount of internet access is increasing. This year alone, Elon Musk's Starlink just became the second largest internet provider in Nigeria, which is the country we're starting from, meaning more people have access to larger internet. Glo and MTN are capitalizing on the local industry, right? Meaning like they know that they have a bigger player, which is Elon Musk, which is capitalizing on the basic industry like this tech ecosystem, pushing Glo and MTN in the next 2-3 years. I can say in the next 1 year now to start pushing forward to win the local markets that cannot afford Starlink. Now, the third thing here is that
what is the value of your company?
I can't answer that question right now. I can't give a specific value of my company right now. But what I know is that like the company is valued within 6 figures in USD. So multiple 6 figures in USD. That's what I can
Evaristus.
We have a prototype.
Yeah, I have a prototype, and they gave us award, but it's in the US. It didn't bring the award, but yeah,
Podcast meter.
yeah. Keep the questions coming. That's all I can say for now.
The thing is that it's a good business idea, but I don't know the business idea because according to what I've explained, like you want to run an ad business, an advertising company. Is that what the company is about?
Go on, you're on the right track.
So let's say, because I used to watch this thing a lot before. What is the name again? Is it Dragons or something? What they call them? What they'll tell you is that your business is not feasible. But that what you are doing is that you are calling big numbers and calling small numbers and doing plus and minus. What we need now from you is to have a product on ground. The award you won is very good. It's very commendable. But what we need is a product that we can see or we can get. Yes, a product that we can see. What is the product so that how much did it take you to make the product? How much do you think you're going to lose? Because there's no business in this world that does not lose every year.
Yep.
How much does the business lose in a month? How much does the business gain in a month? Then at the end of the year, what is the revenue that the company makes? Then I think there's a plus or minus. I can check it later. There's a plus or minus that they'll do there. That's with that product that they used to use and do the evaluation of the company.
Okay. Yeah. So currently where we're at is we are making in total revenue of the last 8 months since we started making money. We've made over and the cost of production for all of this has not cost us up to that. I can say is around now. Specifically, the reason why I'm saying is around because of some overhead costs like external data and transportation, which cannot be specifically calculated from because they change over time. Now, in terms of profit, I can say generally the business has been profitable because the money coming into the business is what is exactly funding the business. We have not collected investors' money to run 8 months. We have 5 staffs that are efficiently working. And that's exactly, I can tell you, our financial runway so far.
Okay, let me help you out now. So if you are saying with your explanation now,
Sorry, CG, sorry. You go continue, but now how general consults or business consults, which one they work for again?
no, you're not. You know,
both of them.
as an Igbo guy, business is already in the
Oh,
blood.
you say Igbo, don't worry, right on.
So let's say like now you say that means that is 1,000. Okay, let's say you made, let's say you made 1K and you have costs because they have to be overhead costs. So let's say taking to run the business cost you like, let's say $200. Then miscellaneous, because people have to. Do you have any employee?
Yeah, we just have 5. We're a team of 5 plus me 6.
6. Do you? Is it through the internet, through Zoom call, or they have to come to the office?
There's no office, so everything is done remotely.
So let's say 200. So that means what else again? The $200 is plus the internet and everything. Let's just say per month, Abi.
Yeah.
200. Then let's say it's $800. So let's say okay, let's just give it 700 because I don't think $200 is enough to buy internet in a month. Internet and some other things buy for everybody in the company because you're not the one.
Wow.
Let's say 300. So
$200.
Did you say he go buy for everybody in the company?
Yeah.
Egg up. Are you taking notes?
So let's say 700. So 700.
I swear to God.
Let's do 700 times 12 months. That is it. So let's say your company is roughly like, let's say.
Okay. What of the company?
Yes. That's what you make in a whole year.
I'm not adding this to this conversation. I'm beeping that part out. There's nothing in this earth. I'll make me not beep that amount of money out. What the fuck?
One thing I know that is the hardest to do, is to convince people to bring out money. That is the hardest thing to do.
I have one of my investors here that's going to actually invest more than that very soon.
Where is you? Wait.
Maybe it's Musa. Because if somebody is investing, that means you just inflated the price of the company. That is all. You know what? Sorry, no, you're not what it's now. I'm with him. I'm with him. I'm not against it.
Everything is subjective. The company is worth 7 figures in dollars. It is worth 7 figures in dollars. It's to find the right person that can see what you're saying that has the money to put it down. Because the nonsense artworks that are selling for millions of dollars that I can do when I was in primary school, nobody talks about those things. So it is all subjective. It is perceived value what companies are valued on. Even the Nvidia, with all the money that they make, that shit is not as valuable as the second biggest company in the world based on revenue. This perceived value.
Thing that you just said. This thing Prince just said right now. This perceived value.
After egg up, I'm going. Go egg up.
It's perceived value. So
Musa,
if people can see you hitting the market, damn bro, they can make you value at $1 million that afternoon. That's all I'll say.
Hypothetical conversation with somebody, hypothetically, and then the person said that a certain share of a certain company, if they want to sell it out, they will sell one for 2 billion, right? And I was like, fine. That means the one share of the company is 2 billion. If I was to buy that share, I would buy it in debt. I don't mind being in debt of 2 billion. But what this does for the company, it values a share of that company as $2 billion. Right? That changes the perspective in which people basically started laughing. Now, did I say anything wrong or correct?
Wrong.
Why wrong?
Do you know? Like that. Did you watch Yellowstone? I don't know if anybody have watched that series, but
no.
That's okay. If you should push money into a shares that originally have no value, but any normal stockbroker will see that this is like a Ponzi scheme waiting to dip.
Because of the over inflated amount of money, right?
They know that the company is not worth that. They know the original value of the company. There are people that their normal job is to try to plunder people's businesses to the ground. There are people that can go to somebody's company, inflate the price, make sure that many people invest in the company and they take the company down by themselves, because you are now the owner of the company by just putting that 2 billion inside there. So the day you remove your money won't even be worth that 2 billion this thing, because the person will not even have the money to even pay you. So the money is like paper money.
But that's how money works.
CJ, the opposite of that is what these guys Hindenburg Group did to Hindenburg Research did to Adani Group. So literally, like, you can do the opposite of what CJ said by saying that, like, you are going to research a company and you are literally saying that their value is absolute trash, right? And you publish a report about it. When you do, the prices will crash. Then you buy a lot of this thing because you know that there's actually real value there. So by the time
something like
and the
that.
company picks up, then you go back up and you inflate your value. By the time people are now buying again and the price has gone high, you now exit the market.
You now sell.
Okay, now all of these make sense. I want to go back to what Prince said about perceived value, right? Prince, sorry to interrupt you.
Your business is sorry. Your business is not subjective. Art is subjective because it's the perception of human mind that will tell somebody whether this thing is worth something. You are trying to sell, like an advertising company. It's not something subjective. You have to give me numbers of, if I should do my business with you, what is going to come out?
What I want is that the reason why none of us know how to value a company like Warren Buffett is exactly the reason why it is subjective. It's the exact reason why Warren Buffett went to go and work with Graham, one of the fathers of this fundamental thing. It is subjective because each person has their own metric they are looking for to find a successful company. Like this one guy, he has a Discord that I've not joined yet because I don't want to go to that part of my life again. But this dude is making moolah through options, buying options and all that on different companies. And his strategy from all the videos I've seen and everything is that he looks for a company that is controversial, that has lost up to 30% of the market share due to a bad news, having their earnings reports within a time period,
fiscal,
and has some level of future opportunity, whether they announce it or not. He will just do his own personal research. Like, he can go and buy a company that owns strip clubs and be like, due to the depression that's happening at something, we expect these things to boom when they cut interest rates. Everyone, that's why it is subjective, because waiting you they see, no waiting the other person they see. You buy any miss a person say. So it is honestly subjective. It's the same reason why some people that pump money into Google in their early stage, they not see numbers, but now they are billionaires, because waiting they see, they saw some boys that were hardworking and like, how about you just pump someone else? It was a gamble. Was it wise? Who knows? But they're not billionaires.
But I mean, like, we are even going for a praise because the easiest way to prove the relativity of perception of business value is the fact of whenever a business valuation is done, right? Whenever an investor wants to buy stake or shares in a company, the initial point of conversation whereby they start talking about valuation, the company at the first stage, the company and the investors never have the same agreed upon valuation. The company is always trying to like overvalue, and the investor is always trying to undervalue. Now, that's where the relativity comes in, because what is the investor seeing that's making it undervalued, and what is the business owner seeing that's making it overvalued? And at the end of the day, it's not the game of compromise. You guys both negotiate, you tweak whatever assumptions you have, and then you arrive at the point that's satisfactory for both sides.
Yeah, so it is subjective. Your company might not even have one this thing sold. I'm not saying that it shouldn't. It will better because of like everything CJ has been saying is have better numbers, and that is the truth, because most people are looking for the numbers. But in reality, that doesn't still mean that the value is less, because of valuation is based on what your eyes see. They say love
the perception of the company, innit?
Future perception. I mean, how take put them?
The perception of the company.
Buying a company that is successful. We're buying the company that will be more successful. Why would I buy something that will not go higher? If this is the peak, I will never buy it.
But okay, now, meaning if you see somewhere that somebody bought 1% share of a company for 2 billion, the perception of that company
They
increases.
believe that the company will go up. It is their personal belief. That's what made them to buy it. They are not buying it because it's valuable. They are
Okay,
buying it.
now, does that give a public perception that that company is valuable? Yes or no?
It depends on who is buying it now. For example,
No,
if
now I know. Like, I'm just
stock for 2 billion, are you reputable enough to make people believe that you made the right choice?
Ego, every
This buy
investor has a
company.
different position.
Exactly.
Like what you're trying to get an answer for a general view. And what you're trying to say, there's no general view because the person that valued it at 10 million, another investor can come and say, this guy invested, like that whole thing that they used to say, oh, prices are overvalued and overhyped, is the idea that somebody else comes and looks at the financial statements and they're like, this makes no sense. And they're literally saying that this thing is overvalued. So
There's
somebody
no
can
general
invest
rule
10
of
million in you. Another person can come and say, no, your business is worth 1 million.
Yes. So there's no rule of thumb. All I'm saying is to have a good company. There is no formula.
Okay.
There's no
So at the end of okay. So I didn't get the opportunity to
I had
this
an
after
idea.
you.
I wrote it down in February, and I went to go and talk to an investment banker, And I was just like me. There was a time period I was like every week I shit out 3 ideas. Whether I can do, whether I cannot do it, I just shit it out and write it on my notepad. Let me look for the idea. It is now that I read the idea, it's actually quite funny, but you get. So the idea, I wrote it out. This was all within 5 minutes after thinking.
Okay.
AI company valuation tool. Train a supervised model on stocks valuation, estimated market value, year-on-year revenue, and EBITDA, etc. The goal is to add a metric for stock valuation. Model can be trained unsupervised to detect possible ghost patterns in stock valuation across sectors. And self-note, this is a very doable project. It's scary. Then I now wrote, Warren Buffett popularly only buys undervalued companies and hold. Then I put questions. How exactly do people value companies? Is it completely subjective? Then data availability. Then the next thing I put was future idea. Train it on pre and post IPO for possible insights. I carried this ideology out with the question. Let's go meet an investment banker. And first thing he told me is that, well, you're always pitching ideas to me, so I would say your ideas are getting more structured, but no, it is completely subjective. This is somebody that his career is stock evaluation. So I think that ends the topic on that matter. That is where I stopped with the whole idea and everything. Thank you.
I just wanted to tell somebody fuck you. That's all. But I don't think I have the opportunity to do that anymore.
Now, wow.
Yes. So sadly. Anyway, speaking of company evaluation, right? And valued company. A company recently shut down in Kenya. And we'll talk about why startups spend too much on talent. But let's talk about Mobius. Mobius is a maker of low price SUV startups that just shut down in August. So we're going to go for a break very soon, but let's talk about it first. Now, Mobius Motors is a Kenya-based automaker. Who wants to say something? Backed by Playfair Capital. Now, they entered the markets, at some point, and in August 2024, after a meeting with the shareholders, it was resolved to place the company under liquidation as per a section, whatever they had in their rules. Right now, the whole issue of having this is they raised 56 million across 5 rounds, manufactured low price SUVs targeting small, medium SMEs, right? Infrastructure, that's agribusiness and supplying like remote areas with these SUVs. Now, they were founded in 2009, just so you know, the company has been for a long time. You get the company's production was tied to pre-orders with refundable deposits in $380, right? And they were priced, like I said, the price of each SUV was 10,000. The first model that was launched in 2014 was 10,000 US dollars, significantly lesser than even companies in China, cars in China. This was okay. You can say 2014 is different from now, but after 2014, that was the price and it was significantly less. Now, the startup built 50 units of its first model, that's the 10K. It released Mobius 2 and Mobius 3 in 2018 and 2021, respectively. Now, as successful with the first model, but failed, meaning Mobius 3 failed, right? Now, they failed to capture the Kenya car market, which they flooded with the second-hand import of their cars. Now, the company production was tied to pre-orders and refundable. Mobius began mass production again in 2015 after getting backed by Playfair Capital. Now, there is no more information about any other thing, but here are all the details I just gave to you guys. Based on our understanding of valuations and all of this that this conversation was finished having, what do you think was a reason, or what questions do you have that can help us lead to a reason why this company shut down?
We need more information.
Like that's the thing now. Asking what kind of information do you need? Ask me the questions.
Wait, sorry. You're talking about the automotive industry in Kenya.
I know it doesn't concern Nigeria, I know, but yeah.
No. I mean, like, so this is the industry we're talking about, and the reasons why they failed is because, again.
Yeah, there's no reason. They didn't give us a reason. So we're having a conversation to figure out what potential reasons.
What was their core business? What was their core business?
They were producing SUVs, low-priced SUVs, right, for small businesses.
So that is the irony. You cannot produce low-priced SUV in a place that does not have the infrastructure for manufacturing on itself. Like, it does not make sense. It's like Nigeria saying we are going to produce low-priced iPhones. Like, do you have the skill required to make iPhones in abundance? Like, it's all economies of scale. You only have low cost because of economies of scale. Because there's so much abundance of the possibility to create the value that you can bring the prices low. If there isn't that, everything that you're doing that's low cost is artificial. Either government is subsidizing or something along those lines. Just simple economics.
Interesting. Who else has a thought on this? Nobody?
I don't have anything to say, honestly.
So, but now, Musa, what you said is actually based on your own reasoning. However, still on the topic of subjective valuation, Playfair valued, and this company raised 56 million in 5 rounds for this particular product. $56 million. Why do you think they didn't see all these points that you just made?
It's not a lot. Like, we're talking about the automotive industry here. Oh, hello. We're not talking about fintech. Like, we have to tag value through the industry we are talking about. If it was a fintech, I would say, mad. Guy, how much it costs to get a software engineer to run your product as a fintech is going to be probably like 30% of what you need to hire an engineer to run your plants.
It's just like comparing fintech price with oil and gas. Musa, you're very right. Well, yeah, I think that is that. Musa killed that. Should we go on break now?
Yeah, let's go on break. So, before we go on break, if you're listening, welcome back on break. There's an article that was released recently around, why startups overspend money on talent. So we're talking about spending money on different things, and my company was just cooked here. So let's talk about why startups overspend money on talents. Yeah, that's what we'll talk about when we come back from break. So in the meantime, I'm going to pause. Hi, it's David, and I'm going to play you a short snippet, or you can call it a really short thriller, into our first ever audio drama from Whatspodcasting. She covered his face with his scarf.
I don't lose. I just want to go one corner high, make her cry small.
Our students, you don't reach your school. I mean this one, maybe your boss stop again. You don't be student again. Our students.
Hey, we are here.
Oh my God. How long did I sleep for?
It's not for so long. It's fine. I'm also coming down here.
I knew my request was weird. Please forgive me.
Well, yes, actually. It was a bit weird, to be honest. But you know what? It's cool, I understand. And you were polite about it, so why not? It's not like all those people that will just doze off on your shoulder.
Thank you. Well, please, can I know your name? What's your name, please?
Amanda. My name is Amanda.
Now, that was just a sneak peek into what to expect. The link to our first ever audio drama for a full season, this is just a pilot. You can find it in the description. It's called Lay Your Head. The name of the podcast itself is Night Food Stories. The idea is to turn interesting stories into audio dramas that you can listen to while eating your night food. With that being said, I'll let you continue the conversation. Check the link in the description. Peace. Moving forward, welcome back from the break. Thank you. With that being said, the next aspect of the break, like I said, we want to talk about one thing, and then we're going to battle somebody's LinkedIn, which is why startups overspend on talents. Wow. Now, speaking of hiring, because it's something that's been in my field, so I will just shorten this out, right? So there was a report on TechPoint discussing about why the pitfalls on best practices on surrounding startup salary structure, emphasizing on the potential issues and rises from high salaries to inadequate financial planning. Now, during this week, I think I and Musa and Shego were having a discussion around, like, I think it was me and Musa, I can't remember. We're having a discussion around pay, right? And then competency, in terms of like, how do you pay people salary and how does that equate to the amount of, like, not effort, but the quality of work done? In my head, and this is how it is, or this is how I think about it, is like, you can say, oh, this person for this role at this point in time, for their experience level, 5 years experience, is worth 300,000 naira a month. However, right, the quality of work that person is bringing out is not worth 300,000 naira a month. Now, how do you navigate this situation? Potentially, let me put this disclaimer. I'm not saying here that all of us have built multi-billion-dollar businesses and we have over 10,000 teams under us that are paying salaries. However, we all have different experiences because we played in this role at some point in time in our lives. Even currently, some people do. So that's why we have a share on the scene in this. Just so you know, this is not financial advice. So moving forward. Now the first question is
allow them now. We need career and financial advice.
Sorry, another question from the people of the masses.
Yeah.
Why do you would say something that sounds like a financial advice and I'll tell somebody that I don't do what I say?
You don't go prison before.
Okay, it's because nobody wants to be in prison. That's
No. It's simply because for our listeners, they should understand that it is 4 dudes trying to leave the matrix. We haven't left the matrix yet, my guy. Now, person we do on top ladder, if he drag you up. As we see there down, we they suggest how to climb ladder, we they try myself. If you don't follow us, try climb ladder breaks more. No complaint. Because us two, we there on top the ladder, they try climb up, come out matrix. If that explains it. So we are still trying to leave the
guy, please. If you say now your ladder will break, we will learn from self.
Impossible, the customer. So if you listen to our financial advice on this podcast and it will no work, message us in the comment section and we'll feature you on the next episode, my guy. Let us laugh together and let us learn from it. Thank you.
No, the thing is that maybe it's not you guys that I'm saying. I'm saying like
generally,
they'll tell you that, oh, this thing is about to blow. I've done the research or so, but this is not a financial advice. And I'll be like, nigga, but you're not telling people to buy this shit right now.
Yeah. So the reason why they do that from a legal standpoint is like, if you are giving financial advice, in a way they can come back to hold you for giving out that advice. Like they can come back to hold you for saying, oh, buy this, do this, and this will happen, right? People can put the blame on you that you're the reason why their mother died because they listened to your advice and the pressure from you made them do that. We are not in a legal, like Nigeria is not a legal system, but however, people in different countries and we don't know where it will be. So that, to me, that's the reason why they do it. It's just for legal issues to cover them saying, oh, I didn't tell you to buy it.
Legal issues. Yeah. If it's that, I understand, because if, let's say, for instance now, if Musa should say something, but that I should invest in something, and I invested in it, and as he said, the ladder broke. There's nothing on God-given earth that will stop me from not trying to kill him when I see him. No matter what you say.
Hey,
CJ, I don't let say I no go ever give you advice for this life, sir.
No, I'm just saying, I'm giving an example.
No, me too, I'm just saying.
Example say nothing on God's green earth. It is an example.
That kind of detailed example.
That's not
Don't be
threat. It's an example.
I'm just saying because the way people say it, but they used to say it in a way that
I swear, me too. I'm just saying.
Ego, we need more disclaimers, please.
Disclaimer day in the description. Disclaimer day in the beginning of the podcast. Disclaimer day
But
in
the
the
thing is
middle
that
of the
I think what people should be saying, but to be honest, I think what
Yeah.
people should be saying instead of this, I'm not a just do like please do your research before you do this. It can work, it cannot work. Instead of saying I'm not a financial.
Oh yeah. Sorry, everybody. As we go into the conversation, please do your research before you take any decision.
Exactly.
Yes, please. I know it's hard for people say it's hard for black people to read. I just doubt it. It's just lack of interest that is our problem. We're not just interested in it because there's poverty in the land.
Egg up! Did they carry a title from you?
CJ is worse than me.
In what?
CJ, can you replace Egg Up in this podcast? Egg Up has lost his touch.
In what? You don't understand.
Egg up is supposed to be the racist, but he's losing now.
CJ has brought
Why
up
am I supposed to be the racist?
jokes, and Egg Up is quiet. Like Egg Up, you are losing your no.
No, I beg, I don't come to carry anybody's job.
In life, when you acquire some things, you begin to protect them. Before, I didn't have company. Now, I have company. You have things to lose now. So you have to, protect them. Maybe I go talk with him, they will charge me $2 million.
According to CJ say black people don't like to read. I will say black people don't read. Be more direct next time. Thank you.
No, to be honest, Fashi be trying to be political.
Thank God I'm fair.
We don't. It is not a. We don't want to read. It's just the lack of interest there, and the way that we're brought up here, we see reading book as a punishment, not as a thing of entertainment. I think that is the problem. If a child does something bad or you get that's, it's just like when we're in school. If Mr. Dash wants to punish you, he'll tell you to go and write a Bible verse in the Bible. Obviously, growing like that, you see Bible as a punishment and not as something. I mean,
that's a very good point you said, though, because I just imagined a household that you do well in school and your father buys you a book and you're happy that he bought you a book to read.
Yeah.
Then the other children are jealous that Kai, I'm going to do well, so I'll have a book to read. This CJ, you're onto something, no? Walai. You could say a muscle come out.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. Converted to brains.
Thank you. It's added space.
Jesus. But you know that time, bro. It's not as if it's just I don't just say anything.
You don't just talk. The idea is
CJ, everything we do here is banter. In case
Okay.
we insult everything, so don't be saying anything is tied to anything. It's my memory of CJ from secondary school. Now CJ sabi do sound this thing pass, sound effects pass. Because remember one day me and Zika we be sit down. CJ the gist us about Boyka. She now Boyka too. That I never watched Boyka on the speaker.
No fam, that thing was mad.
Boyka from school. He just us one Boyka film one I never watch. He described this big guy. Say, oh my, the way this guy must be bar. He looked two of us like this. I think it was me. If you join three of my head like this, you don't go reach one chest. You can't slap in chest. I say, cha! So the level of description, I feel say Utom na the best gister and NM Austin na the she name na Austin NM be Austin. So he had the best sound this thing because one day he was gisting me and he explained how he looked at the babe and the window wind down. And this nigga made the sound of window winding down. That's when I realized his talents in So that was my vision. So no hard feeling, my guy.
No, I understand now.
Okay,
so
awesome.
That's the thing.
Okay, so let's get back to the startup thing. Because we have how many minutes left? Less than 30 minutes, I guess. Just let's end at 1:30. So we have 30 minutes left. Let's get back to the thing. Since that was out of the way, what we have in front of us, let me read the article right now. Salary structure of financial stability for startups. The first thing here out of the, I won't read all 5. Sorry, I won't read all 9, which is salaries, high salaries, and financial risk and how they affect startups. Now, as I'm reading this, the reason I'm reading it for you guys is to get your reasoning and your thoughts if you accept what it's saying, if the article is saying, or you have a reason to deny that, or you have another reason, because there's a certain person here that have a mentality on how he pays people, which annoys me, but he says that's his mentality. Moving forward, the first thing here is high salaries and financial risks. Startups paying high salaries, according to a 2023 survey by Crunchbase, around 30% of early stage startups reported paying salaries significantly above market rates to attract talent. And in that same particular high salaries and financial risks, we have financial instability, meaning in 2024, Harvard Business Review reported that they found that 42% of startups offering high salaries experienced a financial difficulty within 2 years due to unsustainable payroll expenses, right? And then now, on this part, before we go into the other things, because there's a market rate alignment here in internal equity and fairness here, but like in terms of this particular 2 points I just made, what are your thoughts on it? If there's no thoughts, to move on to the next thing. Yeah. Let me share my thoughts. Now, my thoughts being that the reason why the report is this way, first of all, the financial instability is if you pay people too high too early, even though they are well structured, they are the best talents, whatever, is salary increases exponentially. It keeps going up. There is no salary that comes down and is good. Everybody expects their salary to keep increasing. If you pay people too high too early, you get to a point where, number one, you have mental fatigue, and then you have, difficulty. The mental fatigue here is that, like, you have people who are expecting higher salary within 6 months, because I'm telling you, people calculate this really fast. Within 6 months, and your company will be able to afford to pay them that high salary within 6 months. That, number one, puts you in a position where, as a CEO of the company or a business person in the company, even though your sole job is to raise money, it puts you in a position where you can't sleep at night because people are expecting their salary to either 1x or 2x within 6 months. So now, for me, when it comes to paying,
the alternative is that just pay the market rates now.
Now that's where I'm getting to. For me, when it comes to paying, my question is, how do you evaluate market rates? How do you evaluate market rates to quality of work done? Because it's subjective. Yes. Because we did something recently.
In Nigeria, market rate is 70k, so you can evaluate from there.
Minimum wage. Minimum wage.
So, yeah,
is that what you mean?
Market rate. Yes, yeah.
Minimum wage is not the market rate. Market rate is based on what talent you're hiring now.
No. I think given where it start from.
We did something recently, and there was a lot of space. There was a lot of space everywhere, right? Now, and that, let me put it this way, right? Mr. A got a job, right? And Mr. A's job was to provide quality cement for a house, right? Mr. A now provided cement for the house that seemed quality, looked quality, but it's not exactly quality. However, the job done, the efforts put into that job required that Mr. A gets paid 200,000 naira, right, for the whole week work done. Now, that is the market value for that work. But the quality of the work Mr. A delivered was not up to that. Now,
God, they are coming at you. Jesus. They are coming at you with guns.
Who's coming at me?
Alpha.
You hear this guy?
What did you say?
This guy.
He's coming at you. Go ahead, Ego.
So, what I'm saying here now is, like, how do you evaluate in that situation the right amount to pay for that job done? What is the best model that should be used?
Sorry.
All of you are analysts.
Okay.
Okay.
Can can I say something?
Yeah.
You are looking for a model to evaluate work done. So you
Based on this analysis I just gave.
Oh. First of all, as a CEO that was a sole proprietor not so long ago, what should be valuable to you as the money you can pay is how much pain that job causes you to do yourself. So you should think about it. Will I rather do this thing myself or give out this money? That should be the amount you should do as salary. If it is a very painful thing for you to do yourself, very stressful thing for you to do yourself, and they're negotiating with you, every time you negotiate with you, what should come to your mind is that, okay, with somebody, you get now, can somebody pay me to, like, how much pain is this particular task giving me? So, for example, you thinking about job and negotiation and everything, it might be a lot of pain. The solution might be giving somebody a job to handle this. Does that make sense? Yes. So, is how much pain can you lose for a certain amount of money? Is this pain worth this money? Is this pain worth that money? And that is, if you use that theory, I think it's better. I think that is it.
In my own opinion, this problem is not really a problem of employees. It's a problem of founders. What do I mean? I think founders, especially startup founders, are the problem, like they're the cause of their own failures when it comes to salaries. Because if you check how much they pay themselves, because there's no check and balance now, like you're the boss, you can put whatever money you want to give yourself. Do you get? And if you don't have,
that's what I wanted to say.
And if you don't have like discipline or like focus as to like the real goal, guy, if they give you an investment of 50M, you can be paying yourself 1M per month. I say per month, per year. Some people even pay themselves per month. What am I saying? And like, if that is the case, right? I'm not even capping you. I will not mention names, but like there are some certain fintechs that somebody was telling me that somebody does advisory in the fintech and somebody was getting like 1M from the fintech. Like that's stupid money. $1M, that's advisory. And like some C-level managers are getting 1 point something M, like per year. Like I'm not even capping you. Like
guys,
one of
it's fintech blood money. Like are they washing money? Are they all criminals? Like
it's investors' money now. Like I didn't like bro. When you're hearing 50M,
investors' money is not their money, so they don't really care. And at the end of the day, it's like I think this money is like not on interest or any kind of incentive for them to pay back. So they just because there was
like they can't go to jail. Not to mention the money goes down.
If the money goes down, because I heard one that the CEO of the company is earning like 1/4 of the money that he took as funding. So he's literally the whole money that he got is using it to pay himself. So that's why most of them I really don't even because who are they paying first of all? Because I don't share is for the statistics P. Because most of the times it's not always straight with these guys. So what do you tell you somebody went to a pool and got $30 million? How about the $30 million? The $30 million every month he's paying himself 50 or 100K.
But sorry, Ego, before you come in, because when I ask yourself, like, how do I know how can you test what Musa is saying? How you test what Musa is saying is because like CEOs of startups in Nigeria pay themselves in USD, but they pay their employees in Naira. Do you see now? Do you see now where the problem is? So the problem is it's not an employee problem. It is a founder and management. This is a corporate governance issue.
If I should mention any company name, they will come pick me from my house.
Yes, you would have to answer a subpoena.
Okay, but what I'm saying, if it's true, then what will happen?
Then you have to prove why and how you got that information.
But the company went to the ground now. I saw it go to the ground.
Okay, then you can state you got the information from X and X, and this is what he said. Go on.
And the company does not exist now, so nobody can come for you.
No, they're still trying to like scratch some money out of people. They sent me an email.
Marriage rate don't die, man.
Because at first, when the company started, they wanted to start like cheaper.
Yeah.
There's no products yet. There's no account. They just say that they had a coin, kiniko. Before you know, news now pop out that the CEO is earning 200 and something K in dollars a month. Meanwhile, there's no products, there's no company yet. You people are seeing
Wait,
your.
is it Jara?
I had not say any name.
No, we don't marathon that people here now. Jara Mara, we don't
Because
dispute that.
you will not start because this day, so I think they sent me an email that there's a news going around Kiniko that they are right to the bottom normal Kiniko. I was like, guy, nigga, shut up, people are thieves.
We saw all of that now. The CEO and all of them. We're analyzing his LinkedIn profile here now.
There was another one too. Now I don't go to jail, I beg. I'm too young to see this. I know Nigerian jail, if you enter, you will not come out.
Okay. Anyway. Anyway.
Wait, as a graduate architect, you can do Michael school feed now. Enter inside the jail and look for vulnerabilities in the building, things like that.
Nigga, Nigerian jail is not like that. Immediately I enter, they will first look at me and tell me, fine girl, come here.
Blood of Jesus.
That's how everything start. That first night.
Blood of Jesus.
Why do you think people dey fear?
Now why you guys retain muscle, my guy? You know if you go there with
this one is not like muscle problem. Even though you have muscle and your skin is clean, you're looking nice. You just came out from the outside world. And there are people there for like 50 years and they see you. I was watching one story of one guy that was a ex-con in all these gang fights in Jand. They were like in the jail, like people that come for the first night or so, and they see that you look like maybe you have like a woman
like
stature. Yeah. They'll throw you like a dagger as you're in your room.
Wow.
Fight for your ass.
Wow. Or you pick soap. Wow. I beg, away from this conversation, God bless you. God. No, go agree. So last thing on the list before we all go to our houses today, thank you all for listening to us, make noise, is this guy, Damola Clinton Akinyemi. He is a monetization solution engineer, software and games, revenue optimization specialist, software and games, pen tester and cloud security. He works at Ketchup. Now, he has no profile picture, no banner on his LinkedIn profile, and we're all looking at his LinkedIn profile. He's connected to two people that we all know. Number one, Chinasa Belolisa and Prince Uche, mutual connections. Moving forward, we are to analyze and basically, would I say, roast his LinkedIn profile. We've done this before in the previous episode, so just so you know. Before we get started into this, if you're listening to this, Damilola, thank you for putting yourself here. If you're another person that is here and you want to basically get your LinkedIn profile roasted, it's free right now. It's free, and we don't know if we'll charge for it in the future. But right now, send your LinkedIn profile. We'll roast it. We all have different experiences, different field, and since we've done this before, it gives us the qualification to say what the fuck we want to say right now. Good. Any other context, Prince, before we move on?
No, he's a listener. He listens to this a lot, and yeah.
Good. Fuck you, Dami. Fuck, Dami, you understand that I'm not saying fuck you. I'm saying fuck you too. But moving forward, we are going to start from
his about or experiences.
Yes. Let's go to his about. Let's see what he's about. Why don't you have a profile picture on the banner? You sound like a criminal by not doing that. I don't know why Dami will fix that.
Because he expected us to roast his profile, so he removed it. Who knows? Who knows?
He's a pen tester. He's a hacker. I see. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4. Musa is a LinkedIn professional, just so you know. So Musa, your opinions are needed. In this case, we have number one is about beyond the confines of traditional tech roles. I excel as game and software monetization solution engineer. My expertise surpasses this sounds like an AI ball. Surpasses customary approaches to revenue through ads, in-app purchase. This is a smart AI engineer. Nigga, you use AI for this thing. Come out and see the truth. Number 2, through strategic collaboration with developers and enterprise, I devise and implement advanced monetization strategy by initiatives and solutions to aim and unlock potential games and softwares. This is all buzz BS. What did you do, Oga?
It be
Initiative
like
as
say, like there are 4 points here, but it be like say first one na ChatGPT, second one na cloud, third one na
what the fuck did you do? Existing
one-
monetization frameworks possess untapped potential for existing monetization frameworks possesses untapped potential for profit maximization by leveraging innovative methodologies and insights for comprehensive research and focus group studies. I have amazed a plethora of optimization techniques that generate 20% increase in profit from existing solutions. Guy, you said so many things just to tell us that what you did here was to create a methodology that generate that guaranteed 20% increase in profits. That was you just made a methodology. That's it. This thing is one line. Now you use 3 lines. You
Guy,
and
it's not easy. Guy, you're underrating what it means to create a methodology. It's actually not easy.
I'm not saying it's an easy thing, but like there's a lot of buzzwords here now. Plethora, innovative methodology, insights. Like there's a lot of buzzwords here now. That's what I'm
Because you
saying.
don't understand common stars, no mean say common stars no be mean big thing.
Fuck you, sir. Fuck you, sir.
Is that an insult? Jesus.
Okay, let's go to experience. Let's go to
Musa, carry on. The link is in your DM. Continue.
continue. You don't retire, go.
Okay, moving forward.
CMO.
Why monetization? Moving forward to his, I think, Dami, if I was to say anything, I think you should add more numbers here. They help look like you've done something good, and let me know watch down what you are doing because I don't want to do that. But it looks like you should add more numbers in your about, like in terms of like say, beyond confines of technology role, I've existed in game software monetization solution as an engineer doing X and X, generating this amount of revenue, how many percentage of that. You can easily use percentage to, make it look hyped overall, and that helps. That's my own 2 cents on your about. Moving forward to your
But okay.
Bills University. We studied the same course, Dami. So cheers to you. Yeah. University of Hosting for Masters in Science and Cybersecurity. Please don't hack me, Dami. Your GP looking nice. Congratulations. Maybe we may have Dami to come and explain to us, the hacking data points that we have. Experience. So let's start from the bottom. So he worked at an NNPC Limited as an internship. You're a big boy. Dami, who's your father? Who do your parents know? Did internship in NNPC. Wow.
Who's your daddy? See ya na alaji. Right on,
Wow.
sorry.
Your period at
I go. You have to be careful when roasting this guy because I can see his location.
Port Harcourt. I know they fear now. Who goes anybody? Fear the boy. Who goes anybody? Show face. No, that was his location before. Yeah, change. So when you're in PH, did computer engineer intern, Hexagon Engineering Limited internship in April 2019, 2016. There was nothing about that. You're on site computer engineer intern also. Congratulations. And then you graduated from there to become a computer engineer full time in Hexagon. And these are the things you did: maintenance, installation, on development. Attend a remarkable 90% success rate in that. I like the fact that you did a 90% success rate. Add the number, put 90%. Seeing the number helps. But yeah.
Don't be only egg of the roaster, Musha. Go, Musa. Go down here on more things. We don't leave this apart. I feel like there's more. All these things we need something that we can look at and know what we're saying. Have you?
I'm using complex computer workstation, coordinating weekly preventive maintenance, upgrades of network over 25 sections company, coordinated seamless installation.
My own opinion, is that all of these things bumbo clats. No. Let me explain. Like, I'm not saying it. Like, I'm saying that if you want to get a job, like, it depends on why he has a LinkedIn and why he's creating his profile like this. If it's to get a job, maybe after like your 1,000th application, you get a job.
Why is your LinkedIn the way it is, Musa? I think that's the
My
question I
LinkedIn
want.
is way, like my LinkedIn is the way it is because the profile I'm trying to create on LinkedIn is that I'm an analyst, an economic analyst. You only see economic analysis on my LinkedIn. You will never see philosophy. You never see me talking about music. Not just if you look at my LinkedIn, you think this guy's life is just economic analysis. That's what you think.
Even on my LinkedIn, sorry for cutting. I only add people back. If like, let me know you. I don't add you back. Oh. If you are not in my field, I'm not adding you back. Why am I adding back mass communicator? What you concern my profile concern mass communicator? We'll connect on IG and Snapchat. I've even told a couple of people we're already friends on IG. You go and message me on LinkedIn. I see biochemist. What you concern biochemist in my role? So I'll now be seeing biochemist post on my feed. No. So I feel LinkedIn is more professional. We can connect outside, but on LinkedIn, I only try to connect with like-minded things within my field. That way, the algorithm recommends things that I actually care about. So I understand what you're saying, Musa.
So it's not just about the work he did. It's about the work he did relating to
It's about what you're trying to get into.
Yes.
Like what are you trying to build yourself in at the end of the day? And like for me, I've given up on LinkedIn when it comes to job. Well, LinkedIn has given me a job. I won't even lie. The tech about job was because of the things I do on LinkedIn. But like again, it's not that I was looking for a job. It's that I was following a career track that for me I wanted to pursue, and then the job opportunity came. Because all these applications on jobs for LinkedIn, well, there are very few success cases in my opinion. I think the best way to get jobs in this generation, in this century, is go and shoot your shots. And how do you shoot your shots? You now go directly to the office, the main people in the business, and say, look, I'm looking for a job, or like offer value. Like people only hire value. So people do not see value per se based on CV, because the CV is not a good judge of value. Like it just shows who you are. And some people are better writers than others and better crafters of CV than others. So somebody who knows Sabi jack sheets compared to you will have a better CV than you. But what you should do, exchange value for value. You want to enter into, I don't know, like a data analysis, or you want to enter into investment. For these two case studies, you want to enter into like an investment firm or whatever. Guy, go and analyze their portfolio and go and show them where they can make more money or something. Like you are bringing value you're saying, look, I have value to offer you. Give me a job. Because not by application, no. Nobody will grant you anything by application. Like it will take very long. You do like 1,000 applications.
Round of applause for Musa. Round of applause for Musa. Oh, hell.
Moving forward from his computer engineer point here,
I feel like his experiences are too much. Like, look at this now. This is
I feel like
college here. It be like table of contents for textbook. See waiting.
I like how he's detailed. For me though, I like how he's detailed. Like for example now, how he's detailing all his experience, right? But the thing about I'm noticing them scrolling up is like they are not aligned. They're not in the same field. For example now, he is as of 20. Like let's look at the time. Part-time 1 year. He spent 1 year 2 months as a digital access center administrator. Now this would probably help in network management, all of this as a cybersecurity person. However, here is a gamer. Now, he did another contract for 2 years, 8 months as a gamer. What happened to his experience as a digital service administrator? Then fast forward, move on to monetization strategies. Like I know you're working in these big companies and they are paying you, and that validates the reason why your LinkedIn is the way it is. Like, for example, there's one theory I have in my head is, they advise rich man. In get sense, now why ain't rich? Now why ain't rich past you in the first place?
So like 1 year advice. No, in 1 year from once now, why ain't reach out?
Okay. So like you being in this company could be like a validation to you how this has worked for you one way or the other. However, you are a monetization strategist, right? That is the title of the role, but on your profile you are putting cloud tester, pen tester, and there are like 2 different roles here.
5.
So yeah, there are like 5 different roles here. You should choose one that allows you specialize. I'm a designer, right? I'm a designer for what's it called for startups. I design MVPs, right? Now you're still a designer at the core value. You design startups, right? You design MVPs. Those are three. They're all in the same space, right? But you're a designer at the end of the day. So you are a pen tester, cyber security analyst. What is your role as a cyber security analyst, pen tester? What do you do? System administration, system hacking, all of that. You're still a cyber security analyst at the end of the day, right? But you just specify in this field. So I think that helps. Yeah.
Like mine, I put a researcher and what else do I put? I shall not say researcher did it apart from data scientist, I'll be machine learning engineer because it's two different things. Because I publish, that's why researcher is there. If not, it's only be one. So what you're saying is right.
Awesome. Any other thoughts? CJ, do you have thoughts on his LinkedIn?
I think is there projects in his LinkedIn or courses? That's the part I wanted us to see, to be honest.
His project is not in here.
Yeah,
Just
I don't know how he's done something works, but is there any work he have done? Yeah, did he go to the same school as me? Scroll down.
You went to Bills. You go to Bills?
Yeah, I went to Bills too.
Crazy. He graduated in 2021, electrical engineering.
Sorry. CJ, I ring your bell.
Wait to.
So the only thing I can say is that, as Musa said, why is he making the team? Because the why is going to help him answer a lot of questions. Because to me, it's just too rowdy. If I'm someone that wants to give me a job or something, I'll not read all these things, honestly.
Walai. Look, I noticed something. Look at licenses and certifications. Say when I see this TCMO.
That was confused. Is it
120?
I have a personal bias for this thing. And my personal bias for this is like, I don't give two shits about it.
Did he do all this?
He did it. One lie. The guy was telling me that there was a time I was doing 10 a day. I said,
1080. Because I'm seeing architecture, design, and solution. Okay. See,
so
120, bro.
What you should do is like, so a lot of these things, like, there's normally like a track maybe that you follow. Maybe like you want to be a pen tester, or a pen tester is the main track, right? But like in each module, they give a certification.
Yes, that's like feels. The main one.
Just upload the main one when you have completed everything.
Exactly. My personal opinion is
120.
Even if they give you plenty certification, I understand it for like SEO optimization. Let's assume that they are just looking for keywords in profile and there's an AI that finds profiles, which I don't believe in LinkedIn hiring. Like you said, I use it to connect and match with people. But I feel like the ones that show on the profile, usually it's 2 or 3 that show on the first page. Those ones should be the ones that have muscle. So, for example, you should throw in something like CCNA, CCNP. He has already done that. I wonder why they are not on top. You get the ones that have more value. They should be the ones that you see when you scroll down first. If you like have 2,000 certifications, I want the strongest ones to show when I scroll through your profile. I think that will make more sense.
Well, that's for you. I don't believe in certification. Not as if I don't believe it exists. Is a fact. Is a thing. But me personally, I don't think this gets anybody a job. This has never gotten me a job. Nobody has ever asked me what's my certification as a podcaster, what's my certification as a designer. You asked me.
You're even going far. I've never gotten a job from application. Never.
Good. Never. Awesome.
Seriously?
Yes, me too. I have never gotten a job from application.
Bro, never. It's all referrals. Everything's referral.
I know referral is the best way to get job, but you say never from application. No me say no they work. How many have you applied to? Is it a numbers game? The last
I have applied to over 400, 500 prints.
500 with what level of resume? Was it the same?
All the jobs I have gotten, Prince. All the jobs I have gotten, right, is jobs from, hey, Egop, Alpha, I want to do this thing. Can you do it? Send me this and I will get it done for you. Hey, Egop, and this guy wants something. Let me get it done. I send them cold emails. There was a time I was sending cold emails, and cold emails have worked for me. I send them cold emails and they'll be like, oh, yeah, so we need an extra designer to do this. Let's jump on the call. Those have worked specifically for me. I have never gotten a job from an application. I got close one time doing an interview and I fucked it up. I even mentioned it on the podcast a few episodes back and I fucked it up. So yeah, that's my own experience.
Why? What happened?
Oh, I think because I cracked too many ugly jokes.
You cracked?
A bad joke because I didn't tell me why. All they told me was, "Oh, we are sorry, we can't afford to hire you at this. We can't hire you at this point. But we love your work." Blah 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 blah. And, yeah.
For me, my own case is different. So I think I've applied to 10, and after that 10, I got like 4.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Crazy.
But wait. Let's provide context too. These guys applying for Aki jobs.
Yeah.
Masters in.
Okay. Actually, maybe, yeah.
Not everybody can apply for architecture jobs.
How competitive are architecture jobs? That's the answer.
Okay. It's fucking competitive.
Like how many people? I'm saying 1,000 applicants for the same role.
No, not up to 1,000. Let's say like 500 because most people normally give after BSc.
Okay. So when you're talking as a master's holder, you're already like top 10.
Yeah, you're already like.
Okay, it's not that competitive. Okay.
Let's say not top 10 per se. Let's say based on me, I'm on experience. Most of my set guys that finished from BSc, most stopped. Then when I entered MSc, let's say if we were 100 and something in BSc, when we're doing MSc, we're like 50 something. So the class cut into half. Then when you now finish your BSc, when you now finish your MSc, right now I know like only 10 guys that are actually working in a firm. So the thing is that you at a point you don't be like you don't want to do it again.
Imagine.
It's just very time consuming. That's just the thing. You have to really, really dedicate your time because even in the
so
night.
All the jobs are they remote jobs or on site?
On site too.
Why you want to actually remote? I don't know.
The only kind of remote jobs I think I used to do is when like a firm wants me to complete their design for them. I think
Okay.
Or they need like an animation or something of a building, and they want an architect to do it because you will know what in the building is going to sell more. If not, it's going to sell in the building, you will tell them.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on LinkedIn now. They're just 51 results on-site job Aki right now. So it could be that there are less opportunities and like.
And most jobs are in Lagos too. That is the funny part. Most are in Lagos. Because that is the place that is
how does my place match this job?
So I don't know for him, but in case I don't know how his own line of work is, but if he has like work he have done and he can put it actually helps a lot. Because all the words, one thing I know about my country is that lack of interest to read something is a lot, and what is writing is a lot, plus the big grammar that somebody is not going to understand. So immediately I've read the first paragraph. Let's say I try to read it, and I'm still seeing that there's still more. I'm like, no, I will not do it.
Okay. I want to refer you guys to something that you can play in the background while you're doing your stuff. I think that'll be last thing. Anybody has any other topic they want to share? That's the last thing on our plate. So I felt I played. Okay.
For a lot of people, the problem that a lot of people have is that what they even want does not exist. I don't know. No. And what I mean is that like we're in such a world whereby like people have very complex set of skills that when added together is a unique role in itself. So somebody, for example, like a CJ can be an architect, right? And then CJ might be very interested in bicycles or like transportation or something like that, right? What does an architect have to do with transportation? In the ordinary world, and the way academia is structured, those are two different parts. But for you now, I think and for any other thing, if you have a combined set of skills that when combined together does not exist, I think that is like what I was saying before again, is like you have to prove your value to people before they will be able to accept that, okay, yeah, you are different, or like, oh, you have a new skill or whatever. Like you have something that like maybe 4 people can do inside one person. And they might pay you what the amount of like 4 or 3 people to be able to do that same thing. Like a lot of the time is a lack of confidence and courageousness from people that causes them to miss out on opportunities. Like a lot of people have the capacity to pitch stuff to even their neighbors. Their neighbors might be like bankers or whatever. You have done data science. Your neighbor is a banker. Can you bloody go and carry all their financial statements and model something for them? Like the skills you have, in my own opinion, especially like you have university of education, right? Not to even talk less about like master's education, you up to BS level. I believe that like you get to a certain skill level that at the end of the day, you can mix up together and provide value, because whatever company is going to hire you is hiring based on value.
Agreed.
That's good. So to top up what Musa said, extraordinary in an ordinary environment does not shine. So that's it.
Yeah, let's go out and shake hands, bro. Anyway, I think that's it. So the video I wanted to share with you guys was this guy's video. It may not be the most interesting thing for anybody. However, this is, as I've been playing it in the background, it helps me think of different ideas. This particular guy. Yeah. So now some of the things here are not Nigerian based, so they may not apply to our industry. That's fine. However, I think there are some things that he does here that can be replicated in a different way. So he's building the whole challenge is building a company from 0 to 10K a month revenue, right? That's how much it is. And you can just go and watch it. The link will be in the description. Carmino, I don't know what his name is, but link in the description. This is the link in the chat as well. Yeah. So that's the video. The guy was trying to build this company, and basically how he did is went out, shake hands, met people. Like he legit got the first pay, which was 1.5K USD. The first pay shirtless in the front of a street, just talking to the person that was going to pay him, and they were just walking up and down after they came from like a yoga meeting like that, and that's how they got the money. Like he was speaking to the person, they were shirtless, just walking up and down casually talking. There was no application, nothing. He got the job. Like there was a editor in the team. He went into the office, he met them, he spoke to them, right? And all of a sudden he got the job of the editor. Like he became their editor. The editor that was there already started working with him automatically from nowhere. So, and I like, that is just talking to somebody and showing them doing, hey, I can do this thing for you. This is a free sample. Tomorrow, let's meet, blah, blah, blah. So you should watch it. Like I for some reason, I enjoy doing that. Yeah, with that being said, nothing on the table. Thank you all for listening to us ramble and do shit. This is last week was Friday. 4 dudes trying to live today. We're 5 trying to live the metrics. With that being said, thank you for listening. Do not forget, Lay Your Head is out. Night Food Stories, the first episode. The whole season is coming out soon. By hopefully end of September, we should have the whole season come out soon. With that being said, peace. Bye bye bye. Yep.
Billions on billions. I see in Napoleon.